People, we have exciting news. My tree is hatching. It is hatching leaves as we speak, and I can't wait to see it because I bought this Acer tree just for the leaves. I looked it up online, did my tree research, and I think it's the sickest Acer you can buy. And they're super bright green leaves, and I think that with then what's that tree called? A red robin? It might be. But with the red and then the burnt cedar on the tiny home, I think it's going to look really cool. And I don't know what's happening to me at the moment, to be honest. One, I've uploaded 3 times on YouTube in a week. That's never happened. And then 2, I find myself just walking into the garden to check on how the ferns are doing, which is something that, if you told me a few years ago that that's what I would be doing with my time, I would say there's not even slightly a chance I'd get so bored, but I'm not. Just sitting in the garden, looking at everything growing, it's just sick. And the third thing, I'm 94th in the top 100 bestsellers in the business category. And do you know how that happened? I unapologetically promoted my Substack for 2.5 years. And I know there's a lot of people who want to start their own business or actually do own their own business. So you're going to know what I'm talking about here. When you promote something that you've created, you get this kind of, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome, but you get this thing where you're like, oh, will people be okay with me advertising? And then I met somebody who was a multimillionaire, and he told me, Chris, the people who have a problem with you promoting your own business will never buy your product. So it doesn't matter if they disappear. What you're doing is you're promoting to a very select group of individuals who will get it because they have promoted their own product, their service, their business. And then he said to me that, look, Chris, you can have the best newsletter in the world, but if nobody knows it exists, then how's it ever going to become successful? It'll be doomed to failure if nobody reads it. So promote it and get back to me in a couple of years. And I've got back to him. And the first thing he said to me was, so how's Substack doing? And I go, well, you might have been right. I promoted it unapologetically for 2.5 years, and I've achieved something that very few people get to even say, which is there in the top 100. And to say thank you to all the people who are subscribed, you will be locked at the old rate. And then on Sunday evening, the price increases to the normal market rate. And I do just want to say this because it's fascinating, right? Get this. People will spend X amount of money drinking every single week. But if you write about what you invest in, and then you charge for your time and all your due diligence into these companies, and you generate in 2025 a 71% return in a year, meaning if somebody invested 100 grand, they made £71,000. People will go, what? You're charging too much. No, to you I am. To you. Do you know how much money I personally spend on people's Substack articles a month? It's like £700 a month. People and how they spend their money has never made sense to me ever. I know people who will say, oh yeah, I can't afford to do that. And then they'll just start vaping. And then they'll eat takeaway every single week. Then they also smoke. And they're like, yeah, I don't have any money to invest in the stock market. And it's like, well, you're watching money go to zero with what you're doing right now. And last time I checked, they're not really doing anything for your health. I watched that film called The Gambler, and it said when you're up X amount of money, pay off your house, get a reliable car, and don't drink. And I kind of actually lived by that. That is exactly the setup. I still don't have my Aventador SVJ with a gin tonic exhaust. I can buy one tomorrow, which is the crazy thing. But to have money at the moment not exposed to the market will be one of the biggest unrealized losses in my life. And therefore, I need to be exposed to a couple of names in particular that I think in the next few years are going to go on pretty insane runs. Channel update. What's going on? Why am I just uploading gardening videos at the moment? Well, that is because that is what I want to do. So I have got to where I am in life by doing the things I want to do. So yeah, enjoy the gardening videos for a while. Then I'm going to finish the office, which is the building that you can see that's just filled with building materials. So that project's coming. Then I've got to build the garage, the gym, the hot tub, all of those things. And they're all free. Do you know why they're free? Because I invested in some companies that have gone up over 100%, which means I've just got free money now. And I also just want to stress this to everybody watching right now. This tiny home that you see, all of the money it took to make this has been paid for completely by YouTube videos. As insane as that sounds to say, it's all free because I just filmed myself building it and that paid me enough money to build it. And I don't understand, even no matter how many times I say it, so many of you will go, oh, I could do that. And then you just don't do it. Like, I used to know people in my personal life who used to always talk about what they're going to do. Mate, it's been 8 years and you haven't done anything still. Still, life is so short, unfortunately. And every single day, somebody's friend, family member, or even you might get some horrible health news. And you will have one regret, and that is for not going for the exact dream life that you want. The one that you've designed in your head forever. And for me, I've done that. And as much as I like the materialistic stuff, I know deep down that will never make me as happy as what it feels like to wake up on a Monday morning in my tiny home, sit at my table, open my laptop and start writing the next week's newsletter. No boss, nobody going, Chris, do you mind getting this sorted by close of business today? No, shut up. No being ill and then my manager messaging me every few hours to see if I'm still ill and if I can actually log on and do some work for them. No missing out on holidays with friends because my see you next Tuesday of a manager was like, well, actually, we kind of need you for then this. And so I don't think you can go. Nowadays, if I want to go somewhere for 6 months, I can. If I want to go somewhere for 6 years, I can. That is absolute FU money, financial freedom, time freedom. And I've worked so hard to get here. And I can't wait for the day that you get to experience this. And for those of you who think, oh, I'll never be able to achieve that, you're probably right. And for those of you who think, oh, I'm going to work so hard that one day I will achieve that, you're also probably right. So whatever you're up to, just keep going and just never give up.